Hey guys, this is Ashton here from Rebel Youth Productions, and I'm here to bring you another How I Made That. This one's going to be a remix on the song by Beyonce called Blow. It's on her newest album entitled Beyonce. I first heard this song when it was kind of leaked. There was a snippet of it, of her music video for the song. That's pretty much all I could pull from it. All I have is a little section that I repeat over the course of the song. I believe it turned out pretty well. I believe if I would have waited a little longer and got the acapella somewhere, it probably would have sounded a little better, but I believe that it got the job done. I just posted this track probably about 3 months ago. If you haven't heard it, click the link. I'll have the annotation that you can click to take you to the actual song on my SoundCloud. If not, there'll be a link also in the description. And let's just jump into this remix. Alright, so here we have the project in Cubase. Like I said before in all my other videos, I'll go step by step through all these tracks, and then I'll jump into the mixer and show you what I did to each of these tracks. So let's start off with the first one right here. I made this in Howloin Sonic. This comes with Cubase as a bass synth. Let's take a listen to it and see what it does. Pretty simple. Let's jump into the VST and see what it looks like. And this is Howloin Sonic SE. Like I said before, it's a built-in synth that you get with the package of Cubase. And it's alright. I don't really use it anymore now that I have things like Complete and other VSTs, various VSTs I download offline. But it's pretty good for some things. I really need to dive into it more, maybe give you guys a review on a quick overview of a product. Let's listen to it again one more time. Alright, so that's that. Let's jump into the battery and see what I did here. Just a simple like hi-hat. As you can see, it's made with battery and the Toxin kit. Pretty simple. Alright, and here is the Beyonce sample I used. If you heard the song Blow by Beyonce, then I'm sure you recognize that little sample. Alright, now let's jump into the other battery that I used. Oh, actually, it's over here. It's a simple, pretty fat kick. Actually, just jump down to this one. Low kick. And also in the Toxin kit. And now next in the contact, let's see what this is. This is just pretty much a piano just by itself. It has a lot of reverb on it, which we'll jump into later, but we'll take a look at this. This is the upright piano. Upright modern playtime is what I usually use quite a bit. I really didn't mess with any of these settings right here. I usually do that on my mixer. Pretty simple. Let's take a look at what key this is in. Looks like it's in the key of D minor, actually, which is what I use a lot. If you guys have noticed, I think I've shown that quite a bit in my videos that I really like D minor. Let's take a look at this next contact and see what it is. Oops, let's erase that, but that's fine. It's another piano. Also upright modern playtime, but this is obviously transposed to a lower key, lower on your keyboard to give a full feeling. If I play both of those at the same time, you can really hear it. Alright, now let's get this next battery. It's probably just a clap, my guess. As you can see, this clap right here also in Toxin Pit. And another contact. Let's see what this is. Just a little piano stab. Also in the upright modern playtime. And here's Absinthe. Now that is actually sidechain, so it doesn't sound like that in the actual song. So let's see what synth I used for that Absinthe. Looks like I used a Coda. It's a pretty good synth to sidechain. It's really bright, so it really stands out when you sidechain it. Now this is the intro section I used for the with the Beyonce Blue vocals. How it feels sometimes. Must be good to you, must be good to you, must be good to you, must be good to you. Little intro section there. And Massive. Let's see what we did in Massive here. Alright. And my bad, that was Absinthe. Let's see what's Massive. It is no preset, it's just the bass preset that comes with Massive. So, let's look at the next contact. This is strings, contact session strings. It does a pretty good job. There's better sample libraries for strings out there, but that definitely gets the job done if you mix it well. And this is just a sample that I use a lot. Kind of just when you're going into a new section, you hear this. So now let's play this all together real quick before I jump into the mixing. Alright. So now let's jump into the mixer. And let's go one by one here. So this Haloid Sonic, let's see what I did to it. You got a little bit of EQ here. We're dropping a tiny bit of the lows out and boosting a little bit of the mid lows right here at about 150. And let's see what else I did here. Driver. Now let's see what this sounds like without the driver on there. I'll turn it on. Definitely just gives it a pretty big boost in volume and a little bit of grittiness. And also we have the bit crusher too, which I like to use on some. If I wanted them to sound a little bit more gritty, I'll definitely put on the bit crusher. Definitely helps out a lot. Let's turn it up real quick. This is what it sounded like before, and this is after. So it definitely added a lot of character to that that synth. Alright, now let's jump into battery. And this is just a simple hi-hat. And all I did to that was just pan it a little bit. It fit in the mix pretty well already. So let's jump onto the this Beyonce quote. That must be good to you. Hey, where's that at? Added a delay, mod machine, some reverb, a gate, and this gate helps. Since I took it out of the beat, this gate tries to clean up the vocals and drop out some of the beat. And it also helps that the beat that I have is playing in the background too, so it helps not notice it, but this definitely cleans it up just a bit to help it sound a little bit more clear. And then we have an EQ right here to boost the highs, drop out all the lows, to get rid of that bass from the song. And this is just to help clear out Beyonce's vocals. So let's play that back for you guys one more time. Must be good to you. Sounds pretty good for what it's worth. And here's the kick. I just added a boost in the highs to make it sound pretty, that's without it. It sounds pretty muddy and mid-driven, and this definitely opens it up and makes it sound really nice. Here's the pianos, and if you haven't already heard, you can definitely hear the reverb I put on there. Some church reverb, studio EQ, just the basic piano, and it's a little bit of EQ to drop out some of the lows. Yeah, let's check out these low pianos. Now, I think it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, hall church, studio EQ, which is the basic piano, and drop out the lows. Alright, and here's the claps. Studio EQ, take out some of the lows, boost a little bit of the highs, and added some reverb to it. Arena reverb, which is what I use a lot on a lot of things. Claps and vocals, I use the arena reverb. Does a pretty good job of getting that reverb that I like. Alright, next is the piano stabs. So here we are, and we have just the basic piano and a mono delay, sweet vocal delay. You can hear it there, and also a maximizer to boost the overall sound. And then we have the absinthe right here, this sidechain synth. Maybe I'll turn on the kick for this. See it here being sidechain. Here it is, and it's just a stereo enhancer that I added to it for more space for the piano, which is really just more space for the vocals so they stand out more and everything's not getting drowned out. And then we have the beginning vocals, which I really won't dive into. I don't think I changed it that much. Massive. That's also getting sidechained. Okay, let's find this. Massive right here. Got a bit crusher, maximizer, and a little bit of EQ to drop out this right around 3,000, but boost the lows. They get more of a bass sound. And here's the strings. I just added a background strings EQ to it, and looks like a maximizer. So pretty simple here on this song. And we have this right here. Let's see what we did. Just the EQ and dropped out a lot of the lows. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple song. If you guys want to go check this song out, I have a link down in the description. That's pretty much it. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you guys want more product reviews, step-by-step processes of how I made some remix songs, and also some general tips on production and music making, subscribe to this channel and you guys will get that every week. I have 3 videos every week. That's about it. Make sure to share this with your friends, and until next time, you guys, peace. What you got going this weekend? 'Cause I need you by my side.